Yeah! Here we go!
It's time for TSS Fantasy.
It is Commissioner Cooper.
Greatest time of the year, and if you are praising fantasy Jesus, you are doing good stuff.
Happy Sunday. Happy early morning trash football game.
That's why
We're back, baby! Let's go!
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Aaron Rodgers, like, I almost got banned off TikTok for the thing that's
That's why I'm easy.
He has had some nagging hamstring issues
I'm
over
easy
the
like
years.
Sunday morning.
My beloved Jets are trash.
That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Commissioner Cooper, and you're waking up with TSS Fantasy.
Oh, damn. Close to Freddy.
I feel like we're in Halloween mode already. All right, well, let's get.
I almost funny story. I almost changed my liner tag to say Fred, just because you can't see my face right now. Just be like, oh shit, Freddy's in the building.
Yeah, it looks about right. Meg looks like she's having some internet issues. Must be Spectrum must travel overseas.
Wait, whoa.
Greg, did you set up her account, Greg? Because you're Spectrum. You're not a good
We're not-
spokesman for this shit.
We're not international, bro. We don't go international.
Oh, look who decided to join us this morning live from New York. It's Fred, the Jester Reyes. Welcome in, my friend.
Yeah! The real yeah.
he heard Justin's yeah, and he said, hey, I need to get on
that shit
here.
was pathetic. That shit was pathetic.
Freddie, Woody Johnson must love you. You keep wasting your money on them Jets.
Dude, this might be the last year I donate to this fucking guy, man.
You sound like Jose.
Chris Johnson.
He appreciates your donation, that's for sure. All right, well let's get the show started. We've already done one introduction. Let's just go around the room and do the introductions. Welcome, Greg OJ, the Juice is Loose Mayor. Welcome in, my friend.
Good morning, fellas. Hey, hail to the Commanders, baby. Hail to the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is back. We got this, baby. Commanders.
Affiliations turning middle
Sorry,
of the
Freddie.
season. Gotta love it. Let's also welcome in Justin Jesus Herrera. Welcome in, my friend.
Greg is trying to nip it in the butt right now. A generation of misery. He's trying to get his son to be a Commander fan as soon as fucking possible. But you know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't have my can of whoop ass on me right now because I just went to the grocery store. But I got a whole bottle of whoop ass here for Nick K and the SS No Shit boy. The division becomes mine.
Yep, there it went.
No.
That's the trouble when you're in the car, for sure. All right, let's welcome in Kira Lowdog. Welcome in. She says good morning and good luck today. Good morning to you as well. Patriots Touchback wants to join in for the picks today, so I got to put that invite there in the comments. If you guys have any fantasy questions, please put them in the comments. As well as I'll put the link here in a second. If you want to join live for your fantasy question, please feel free to do so. All right, well, let's get things started also and pay the bills real quick. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a solid. Give us a subscribe. Give us a like. Throw your fantasy questions in there. Little things stopping you from doing it. Big things popping for us when you do, so we appreciate that. If you're playing some daily fantasy today, use the Fast Trap app. Use the promo code TSS. We'll double that deposit up to $50. So always good there. $100 to lay, and we're going to give you some ultimate DFS lineups to put down, win some money today. Also, don't forget, if you're looking for some championship bling for your fantasy champion, look no further than Pro-Am Belts. All right, well, we got to get things started like we always do and talk about injuries. Let's get Brian Scott from the Injured List podcast to fill us in.
It's time to get your latest NFL injury updates with Brian from the Injured List podcast. The doctor is in.
The
What up?
doctor is in. Good morning, Brian. How are you, sir?
Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
We're
Good
doing
morning.
good. Doing good.
All right.
Just still trying to wake up.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, so I know how that goes. So listen, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet today. You know why? Because we pretty much covered all the injuries on Friday, and not much has changed. But there have been a few key updates, and those are the ones I'm gonna focus on. Number one, Kyler Murray. We said he was going to be a true game time decision. Turns out they decided he's out. They're going to probably wait until they come back from their bye. I think they have a Monday night game on November 3rd or something. And it sounds like they're going to hold him out until that game. So officially ruled out there. He was one of the guys that we weren't sure about. Josh Jacobs popped up late this weekend with an illness and some type of calf injury. It sounds like he's questionable and may be a true game time decision. So you have to pay attention 90 minutes before kickoff when they have to submit their player designations. So pay very close attention there. Marvin Harrison cleared concussion protocol. He'll be in today. Mike Evans should be in today, coming back from that hamstring injury. Chris Godwin, Emeka Ekbuka, both out. So I think that sped up Evans' timetable to return, but it sounds like he's good to go. CeeDee Lamb will be playing. He already confirmed that, coming back from that high ankle sprain. Quentin Johnson is back in the lineup. He cleared and was activated from this hamstring injury he was dealing with. He will be playing. Darnell Mooney is still questionable. He did a little bit, I think, at practice this week, but there's still no definitive answer about whether he'll be playing. He has a questionable tag. Again, he could be a game time decision. Jalen Coker will be playing. He's officially back off IR from a quad injury. And then Deebo Samuel popped up out of nowhere. He's out today with some type of heel issue. I think he's been dealing with that for a while now. First time, though, has kept him out of action. I'm not sure what that's all about, but that's typical Deebo, unfortunately. And then George Kittle will be making his return. That's definitive. He's been cleared. He's good to go. He's already stated he's playing. So those were the guys that were kind of on the fence. Everybody else we hit on Friday has not changed. So you can take a look back at our previous episodes because we want those views, people. We need the views. But if nothing else, you get much more information on that Friday night highlight reel there. So check it out. Chuba Hubbard's coming back. He's going to do a 50-50 share with Rico Dowdle. So good news that he's back. Not sure it's good news that he's going to be sharing carries, but he'll be in there. That was another guy that we were talking about that was on the fence. So that's the update. Couple of guys to pay attention to right before kickoff.
All right. Sounds good. Kira, I see your question. We'll get to that in 1 second. Bry's got to run and get some coffee in his system.
That's right. More than that. I might need some more than that.
Go follow Bry everywhere on the Injured List podcast. That's everywhere on social media as well. He's got some great stuff here on his own YouTube channel and right here on that Sports Podcast Network. So make sure you go follow Bry, get the latest and greatest from him. All right, we'll see you next Friday, my friend. And like Keith mentioned, if you're looking for a little bit more info on injuries, go check us out, our Friday night breakdown, where we went over all the games today and broke things down. Brian gave an extensive injury list there as well. All right, Brian, we'll see you out, my friend, with our friends from NeuroGuard Plus, and we'll see you next week.
Dr. Michael Hutchison has harnessed the latest in neuromuscular dentistry and impact technology to develop a mouthguard that does more than protect. It enhances. NeuroGuard Plus isn't just a mouthguard. By focusing on the jaw's physiological position, it provides an added layer of neuroprotection, significantly reducing the risk of sports-related neurological injuries. All athletes should be using a custom mouthguard designed to their bite position. NeuroGuard Plus was created as a means to maintain your physiological jaw position regardless of your bite. The appliance is designed to optimize your upper-lower jaw relationship to improve your strength, your balance, your oxygen intake, and drastically lower your chance of a concussion. Independent studies have shown that the NeuroGuard Plus will provide you with improvement to both upper and lower body strength. The same improvements were not present with a common mouthguard. Over 6,500 athletes have used the NeuroGuard Plus. Dr. Hutchison is happy to say that the amount of diagnosed concussions is 0.2%. The NeuroGuard Plus offers athletes, coaches, and parents an advantage to keep their players safe on the field. If you or your child actively participates in athletics, they need to be protected from the dangers of repetitive head trauma. Get your NeuroGuard Plus mouthguard today. Click on the link and use code ILP Sports for 10% discount on your purchase.
All righty. Meg, are you with us? Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
All right. Well, welcome in, Meg. Good Sunday morning. I would say morning, but maybe afternoon. All right, we got our first question today. Kira Low Dog. She says she needs a win this week, so she don't dip under 500. So panicking a little bit. Need to pick 3 of 4. I don't know who the hell's talking, but he's telling to shut the hell up. We got Quentin Johnson, Sutton, Bourne, and Addison. Those are the 3 there. What do you think? We'll go with Greg. What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna start like this. I like Sutton, man. I mean, Sutton he had 2 bad games so far this season. I'm gonna definitely go with Sutton. He always bounces back after having a low game. And the Giants secondary isn't that great. I know you're worried about that. They may get a lead and they may run the ball, but they have to get the lead. So they have to throw the ball to Sutton. So I think Sutton is going to – he always tends to have a bounce-back game after having a low game. I like Quentin Johnson. I know he's coming off an injury, but he's that red zone target for Justin Herbert when he gets the ball in the red zone, when they're not running the ball in the red zone. So I like Quentin Johnson. Bourne and Addison, Kittle is coming back. Kittle is going to take some targets from Bourne. Toss up. I would go with Jordan Addison. I like Addison. I like the talent. Can't run away from that. Even though Carson Wentz is on the center, they do throw the ball a lot in Minnesota. I would go with Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I like it. I like that take. I would go Addison as well. Just the matchups just line up better for Addison in that particular one. So I'm good with that as well. Thank you for your question. Kira, that she had mentioned here, afraid of the Broncos will run the ball after they get up the lead. But Sutton won't do anything. Workborn will lose worried. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much spot on. Sam says, last week I was hitting. I had Pickens, London, and Goddard. Ooh. I like it. She said true about Sutton and likes that. All right, cool. Well, we do got to talk about some weather impacts today, so let's get to it. Let's talk about today's weather.
It's time to get your real-time NFL weather report from TSS Fantasy.
All right, we do got one other question real quick before we talk about the weather. Fred, Jonathan Santiago wants to know if Jacob sits, do you go Charbonnet, Michael Carter, or Bam Knight in PPR? All right, that was for Fred, but he's not paying attention. Justin, what do you think?
I'll go Bam Knight.
Okay. Meg, what do you think?
I would be tempted to go with Charbonnet.
All right, and then what do you think, Greg?
Sorry, my co-host said he's ready to see Superman and Batman. I'm sorry.
All right, it's coming. It's coming for sure.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
If Jacob sits, would you go Charbonnet, Michael Carter, or Bam Knight in PPR?
Bam Knight.
Bam Knight. All right, you got 2 votes for Bam. Fred shaking his head yes, so he kind of believes
Yeah,
that.
Bam Knight.
From Sam to Fred, he says, make sure you get the chopped cheese from the bodega.
Cheese.
He says, chopped cheese.
Nah,
All
bacon,
right.
mac and cheese, baby.
All right, let me go over this weather report so we can move the hell on with our day. Games you don't need to worry about are Philly at Minnesota, Indianapolis at the Chargers, Washington at Dallas, Green Bay at Arizona, and Tampa Bay at Detroit. All those games will be in domes, so you're good for your kickers and your passing game there. The Rams at Jacksonville in London today. It's 58 degrees. There is a chance of rain, and the winds are at 9 miles an hour in that one. Saints at the Bears, 54 degrees there. A chance of rain as well, and winds at 13 miles an hour, so maybe some impacts there. Miami at Cleveland. This one, I know earlier in the week they were talking about gusts up to 50 to 60 miles an hour. Definite rain in this one. They have sustained winds at 16 miles an hour. So definitely buy into the running games. And if you have kickers, I would find another one from this matchup. Let's go Patriots at Titans, 73 degrees. It says likely thunderstorms, winds at 15 miles an hour. So some weather in that as well. Las Vegas at Kansas City, 59 degrees, clear skies, winds are at 10 miles an hour. Carolina at the Jets, chance of rain in that as well. Winds are at 13 miles an hour with 73 degrees is what we have here. Giants at the Broncos, 74 degrees, clear skies, winds at 4 miles an hour. Falcons at the 49ers, 68 degrees, clear skies, winds at 5 miles an hour. Houston at Seattle, 51 degrees, chance of rain and winds at 2 miles an hour. Seems like a pretty wet day today, that's for damn sure. All right, let's get on with it. Patriots, by the way, says London weather is the same as Jets fans. Miserable. Okay.
You ain't gotta do that, bro. You ain't gotta
That's
do that.
the kind of comments I like. That's
you ain't
what
gotta do that. Freddie already spent his money.
All right, we got to get to some betting advice before we get to the cartoon. So let's get our boy Eric in and let's win some money.
Time to win some money with TSS Fantasy's betting advice. Win big bitches.
Good morning, Eric. How are you this morning, my friend?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. If Josh Jacobs, what? There's a possibility this man sits out the game today? And then you're talking about starting Charbonnet. I just dropped Charbonnet to pick up Ollie Gordon because I saw some trade rumor about Achane. So I'm in an absolute pretzel right now, Jason.
I definitely would not have made that move so quickly. Yeah.
Right to the top of the fucking waiver list, dude. He's clearly the most desirable running back available.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, a lot of rumors going around right now. That's for sure. I would just wait and see, is the way I would put it. Not get too ahead of yourself there for sure. All right, well, my friend, how are we going to win some money today?
We're switching up the vibes for the underdog after Justin Herbert absolutely screwed us with 2 rushing yards. That felt personal, averaging 30 a game all month coming in, and then he gets us 2. When I want some, we're going to pivot over to the underdog streaks. You can find these in the originals tab with the ladders. I've been playing these for a while. They're great. You pick 2 picks. If you get those first 2 picks right, you're able to make a 3rd pick, and then you just make 1 at a time. And as long as you get it right, you can make, and the cash out option keeps going up. If you get to 11, it's like a couple thousand times your entry, but you just cash out halfway through for like $300. So what we're starting with is Quinshon Judkins touchdown. That is, I mean, how is that not happening today? I bet 2 touchdowns. It's only plus 350, but I mean, how is this kid not going to get the ball 50 times? And then Justin Fields higher than 18.5 first half rush yards. So we're okay if he gets pulled, but he's going to go out there playing for his job. He's good at one thing. So he probably gets 18.5 in the first quarter. And then after that, we'll make more picks. Then we'll just keep tacking on next week. We'll decide when we're going to cash out. Game picks 2-2 last week brings us to 12-6. Flirting with mediocrity. You need a big week to stay on top of paying for all these fucking underdog entries. Raiders plus 12.5 in Kansas City. They struggle to cover these big spreads in the first place. And Mahomes has lost outright as a double-digit favorite to these Raiders twice in his career already. I don't think that happens, but they probably win by 8 or 9 points. Eagles -2 in Minnesota. There is absolutely no way they're going to let Carson Wentz beat them. I had the Saints-Bears over 46.5 in the Kamara resurgence / burden breakout game. That's down to 44.5. I ain't scared. I'm taking over 44.5. And then the Commandos, Cowboys, both teams over 24.5 points. We had to sort of tweak the weekly bet. These Cowboys and opponents over 20, that hits every single week. But we got a total of like 56. So we're going over 24.5. 30-27. That's a very believable game.
I like it. I like it. No, I won't see a lot of defense, I don't think, in that matchup. That's for damn sure. All right, my friend. heard that. All right, my friend. Well, where can everyone follow, subscribe, get all your great content as always?
Propnosis on the tweeter, firing off all kinds of hot takes nobody cares about. Justin Fields, absolute trash. He is, but he can run like a motherfucker.
Yes, he sure can. That's for sure. All right, Eric. We'll see you next Sunday. Make sure you get those picks in that Eric laid out for you. You're going to win some money this week. All right, well, get your bowls of cereal and underoos on because we got our Sunday morning cartoon as we send Eric out. Appreciate you as always, my friend.
When evil threatens my football Sunday, Commissioner Cooper sends me his super friends to save the day.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
I see trouble in the Windy City. Looks like the Saint is marching in against their cute and cuddly bears. Time to go marching all over this Bears offense. I'll be serving some deep dish sacks on their quarterback today. Nothing will stop my march. Bring in the young cub, Caleb Williams. His strong arm and quick legs will be an unwhole weapon against the Saints' suspect secondary.
Holy rock and roll Batman! We got trouble in Cleveland. The Dolphin is bringing his off-the-field drama to their Browns.
I may not be very good, but these pitiful Browns play like the color of their uniforms. There is no way I lose to these colorblind dogs.
Alfred, call the legs of steel, Quinshin Judkins. With his power and speed, he'll be squishing fish all day long on a potentially wet day.
I'm running to London, where the Jaguar is attacking the LA Rams. Hopefully no bridges are falling on my way there.
No bridges falling down, but there will definitely be some Rams falling today. Botox and suntans won't save them against me.
Call my boy Devontae Adams. He doesn't have a lot of competition for catches today, so you can expect him to thrive against the Jaguars. I'm here in New York, and we got trouble. That pesky Panther is attacking their already broken down Jets. This team is desperate for help.
These Jets are desperate for a lot of things, including a quarterback. The last time they were good, I was suckling Mama Cat's nipples. Bring in the big gun, Mason Taylor. His big body and pristine DNA will have him dropping bombs all over that pretty kitty.
That's right, kids. Use the power of knowledge and go have a super win in fantasy football today.
Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
And the more you know, that's for sure.
That's part of the show, baby.
All right. Well, I think Meg will disagree with you as we're going to talk about ultimate DFS lineups.
All right, brothers and sisters, get ready to get your ultimate DFS roster set with TSS Fantasy.
Ultimate DFS time. Let's get it. Let's find out who our winner was last week.
Introducing your back-to-back Ultimate DFS champion. You may be in your zone, but never in the Meg zone.
Ballers Meg last week, 151.2 last week. Ooh wee. What a week indeed. Now, I will say we did have the Thursday night Scattaboo in there, but, you know, to be fair to Meg, she was working this overseas and doesn't have DraftKings, and I didn't catch it neither. So either way, all good. 151.2, pretty good week for her for sure. Let's find out, though, who was the jobber from last week.
LeDuc, what happened to you? You used to be good at this, and now you are straight trash. Back-to-back jobber.
Back-to-back jobber for LeDuc, who was last year's champion. Oh, man, what happened?
6 points.
Oh, man, it was not a good week. Taysom Hill, I mean, they only had a couple double-digit guys in there, so not a good week. Browns D did him no favors. But, Greg, I know you ain't talking because you were real close.
Oh my God. You guys need to come on the show more and watch it or something.
Jesus, Greg. Hey, 0.2, baby. That's all you need to win is by 0.2.
Jason Taylor. I mean, oh man, it was a bad week. All right, I was actually a little bit above you guys, but not too far from the leaderboard here. We got Matthew Stafford did not come through last week, unfortunately, but did have a good day from Rico Dowdle. And Marvin Harrison Jr., another disappointment. Devonta Adams had a bad week last week, but I think he'll definitely spring back this week. But let's see who was the next runner-up. Was Fred, 143. Some good points from Freddie last week.
Okay, Fred.
Junkins didn't do you any favors, neither did Diggs, but other than that, everything else was good to go for you. The runner-up or intercontinental champion from last week was Justin, 147.2. He wasn't too far from Meg. Had a really good week. Unfortunately, still strapless though for your boy Justin. So let's go to Meg. What say you this week, our back-to-back champion? Talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
Yeah, so this week I am putting my money where my mouth is. I'm putting Baker Mayfield in at quarterback. I can't avoid and can't ignore the fact that Alois, I would love to see him do badly for divisional reasons. I can't ignore the Mayfield magic. But making up for it, I've gone with Bijan because my boy is going to do us proud in San Francisco. I can't see past Ted McMillan at the minute. I think he is incredible, but also one of the only options. So, you know, he's putting points on every week. Vidal, again, a little bit of an underdog, I would say. But he's putting those points on and surprising people with the way that he's playing. Devontae Smith is a safe option as well, I would say, especially with that matchup. And Aya Manor, again, another one where there's not many targets, so he is getting the points wherever. Patriots touchback disagrees on that one. Dubs, again, I just like how he's playing at the minute. I like the fact that we're getting those points. I like the fact that he is consistent. And then I'm in the dark a little bit because we don't have DraftKings over here. So I'm kind of like sending them to Jason and being like, please make this budget work. But yeah, Fano Jr. again, not too worried about the points he can put on. And that Browns defense didn't do what it needed to do last week, but I have high hopes this week that they are going to make that comeback and show us that dirty defense that they can put out.
Yeah, I mean, in a weather-impacted game, I think defenses will score some decent points in this one with some fumbles and sacks and things of that nature. I'm usually a downer on Aya Manor, but with Calvin Ridley out, definitely see a lot of targets today. And same with Fannin with Njoku being out. So, yeah, those are two good ones. And by the way, if you're following Meg's lineup, there's also about $1,200 left here. So if there's somebody you don't want to take out, you can certainly do so and play around with this lineup because she left you some money to spend, believe it or not. Ooh-wee. Sam wants to know, can anyone explain what the hell's going on with DJ Moore? Yes, that's DJ Moore. As always, something going on with this guy.
It's called a Dunze. Romeo Odunze.
Right, exactly. I mean, I don't know what I think we talked about this last week. I'm like, listen, I mean, if you're putting this guy in your backfield, I think it's just time to trade him. So what's he really doing on your team? So he said, also Sam said Justin Fields is absolute trash. He's like an upgraded Tim Tebow.
Okay, Sam. Okay. All right.
Sam, I like that one. That was good. Kenneth Clark, welcome, my friend. Appreciate you joining us this morning. As always, Tube says, yeah, unfortunately in the UK, we don't get DraftKings. That is unfortunate. He's here to support Meg. He says, all right, he's got his, we do have a flex question. Let's see. He's got, for my flex, Kenneth Walker, DJ Moore, or Romeo Dobbs. Fred, what do you think?
Fred, with that Justin Fields comment, tell him to start DJ Moore.
Yeah, right. Well, obviously we're taking out DJ Moore. He's just being DJ Moore. Romo Dunze takes on the target. Who's Kenneth Walker playing today? Is he even playing?
Yeah.
They're in Seattle.
Yes. They're playing the Texans on Monday.
Oh, and Romeo Dobbs got who? Let me think here. I can't see it on the phone.
Arizona.
Oh, that's where I'm going with Romeo Dobbs. Arizona's defense has been pretty pretty bad lately. They've been scoring a lot of points on them, so I'm going Romeo Dobbs. Texans look weak, but they do have a good defense. That's the strength of their team.
Yeah, I don't know. I might be playing Kenneth Walker on that one. Just kind of let's not make it crazy. But anyone else got anything on this one?
No, I like the Dobbs pick. It's just that Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet now is like a true, split in that backfield now. So I do like the Dobbs pick.
Yeah, I think no matter what, you can put DJ Moore third in that and kind of coin flip on Dobbs or Kenneth Walker.
In some cases, why is he still on your roster? Ugh.
Indeed. All right, so here we go. Sorry, Iron Man is going to get locked down by Gonzo. That's a mistake, Meg. Tube says to Meg, I think your Falcons will destroy the 49ers tonight. Ooh-wee. Would you put JSN for the Hawks at all? Yeah, I mean,
yes.
That's definite. Like, that's a every week no-brainer. All right, Justin, if you can hear us, my friend, talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
First of all, that guy in the UK, he don't know football. Who is he? Who is this guy? The Falcons going to destroy the 49ers? Fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
Hey.
Fuck you. No, fuck you. It's going to be a competitive game, okay? All right. So my ultimate DFS lineup is going to be littered with Lions. I love the matchup. So, first off, Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs. With Mike Evans possibly coming back, Godwin being good to go, and this offense kind of just clicking with Baker. I love the fact that the Lions are the other team, because that just means that we're just going to get fireworks all day long. Fireworks are usually shot off by Jahmyr Gibbs and Jared Goff, so I want those two in my lineup. Next, I want Quinshon Judkins. I think the winds were like 50 miles an hour projected at one point in this game. It's going to be a really cold game.
Cold like that reception, that's for sure.
Oh, Lord. God.
All right.
Like the Niners' victory this weekend.
All right, we don't like dead air on here, so let's move on to Fred. Fred, talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
Ready?
All right. So I'm going to keep riding with Scatterbo. He's absolutely been a beast. Justin Herbert's having a great season. So I went with the combo for 12,004 with him and McConkey. I didn't really believe in Diggs all season, but him and May have a really good repertoire. So I went with Diggs. With Garrett Wilson being out, they have to throw to somebody. Somebody has to get the majority of the work. So I think Breece Hall's going to have a big day today. For 4,700, I took Travis Kelce. I think the Chiefs are just going to start throwing the ball all around. They're going to spread out the field. So I think Kelce will be more open up the middle now. And then I think the Browns defense. Who the Browns are playing? Well, I'm on my phone, so I can't look it up. But I think
you know who they playing, Freddie.
You know exactly the fuck they're playing.
Who they playing? I'm serious.
The Dolphins.
Oh, my bad. Well, no Tyreek. I mean, I just think that the front four is going to stop Achane today. Hopefully, Waddle goes over. Hopefully, Waddle gets a bunch of targets because he's on my fantasy team and just goes bonkers. But I picked the Browns to beat up on Tua Achane.
So, Fred, breaking news: Tyreek Hill is out for the season.
Freddie's an ass.
I know that.
What in case nobody knew? With the injuries that the 49ers have, I can't see them competing that well in the Falcons. As a Hawks fan, I always want the 49ers to lose. Yeah, for sure. Justin's just butthurt. He's a 49ers fan.
But George Kittle is back this week, apparently. So
yeah, it was a little something. So, I mean, we'll talk about that game in a little bit. So we'll get a little more into it. All right, here's my ultimate DFS lineup. Gotta love Jaden Daniels today playing Dallas. They are dead last against fantasy QBs, $6,900. Easy play there. Quinshon Judkins against America's team, the Dolphins. They're 28th against running backs. It's a great play today. Ramondre Stevenson, against Tennessee. They're 29th against fantasy running backs. We know that they continue not to give the ball to Travion Henderson for some reason. So I like that there. I actually had to change this up because I had Deebo Samuel in my lineup to be the stack with Dallas. I had to switch when I heard Brian this morning, and I got Drake London in there. It's a decent matchup against the Niners. They're 15th against fantasy receivers, but the main thing is, I mean, it's Drake London. I mean, we saw what he did last week. I like Courtland Sutton today, as that question was brought up. The Giants, they're 31st against fantasy receivers, so it's a good play. Xavier Worthy against the Raiders, 28th against fantasy receivers. Put in my boy Mason Taylor in there today. I mean, no Garrett Wilson. Who the hell else are they going to throw to? Carolina also 29th against Tennessee tight ends. And if he's out there in the waiver wire, go ahead and scoop him up because next week they're playing the Bengals, who are dead last against fantasy tight ends. So a couple good matchups for Mason Taylor coming up. Javonte Williams against Washington. Look, the bottom line is, like, this is going to be one of those, I think, a great fantasy bonanza game. So you want to get some players in this matchup. Got to love what Javonte Williams has done all year. Washington very suspect against running backs. And Patriots D against Tennessee. I feel like that's an easy play today for sure. All right, let's get on to Greg. Talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
All right, I went with the stack with Caleb Williams and Ndunze. I like what those two been doing this year, especially Ndunze's been took over the number one spot from DJ Moore. Ndunze's just been finding that end zone, and Caleb's been playing decent ball. So for the price of $5,800, can't beat that. And I went with my boy Bill down in DC. There's nobody's there. He's getting all the carries. Last week, I think he had his highest percentage to carries last week with Washington. So there's nobody there threatening him. So he's going to get all the carries this week against that poor ass Dallas defense. I had some money left over, so I spent it on Bijan, the number one running back, against that poor ass 49er defense. No Fred Warren, no Bosa. What are they going to do? How are they going to stop him? Bijan's going to run all over that 49er defense. I took Sterling Shepard for the price, and that's why I was able to get Bijan, because we don't know if Mike Evans is going to be 100%. We don't know if Ibuka's going to play. We don't know who's going to be that pass catcher for Baker. So Baker already has, some chemistry with Sterling Shepard, so I took him for that low price. I like Courtland Sutton, like you said, Jason. And I think we all picked Junkins against badass, nasty-ass, sorry-ass Miami. And we took the Browns defense as well. So there you go. That's my pick.
Yeah, this is the second week in a row I've screwed up your tight end. You got Dalton Schultz in at tight end. Second week in a row I've done that. I don't know what's going on. So Dalton Schultz. Yeah, so which is, again, Seattle notoriously bad against tight ends.
Yes, they are. So I don't know why you got Mason Taylor. I know I was a former Jets fan, but we don't do that.
I guess I wanted to keep showing that he scored 1.2 last week. I guess I'm not sure.
Yes.
All right, here's LeDuc's lineup. Even though since he's not been on a great streak, I don't know if anyone cares, but he's got Caleb Williams starting at QB. Jordan Mason at running back, Quinshon Junkins as well. He also went Javonte Williams there in the flex. Romeo Odunze, good stack there with Caleb. Kayshon Boutte, McConkey as well against the Colts. That's a pretty decent matchup. Goddard's a good play today as well. And he also has the Patriots D, so I like that as well. Sam wanted to say Justin Fields another elite receiver. It's called the other team.
Well, he hasn't thrown an interception.
Yeah, Sam, you got to stop the bullshit right now, Sam. You got to stop it.
Sam, he hasn't thrown an interception, so I don't think that's valid.
Yeah, that was. Now you're just trying to be a clown because that man don't do anything. He just takes sacks all day.
Sam might be my new favorite person who comes on this comments. I love
Sam
it.
may get blocked.
Yeah, right. He will get unsubscribed.
All right, so let's go. We got some NFL picks to make, and we got our a guest in. It is Patriots Sports.
Oh man, I want to see these picks.
I've
been so shitty this year, bro. I don't want to
see the picks. Let's bring in Carl.
Will TSS Fantasy pick the right teams to win this week? Outlook not good.
know the outlook's not good for some of us anyway. Carl, welcome in, my friend.
Big up, mate. Hope we're good. Hope we're good. Meg, good to see you back. Hope you've recovered now. Juice, Jester, big up to you, bros.
What's up, sir?
Although I have got a flipping serious bone to pick with the pair of you. What the hell was that last night over on our shores? Or last week? Last week over on our shores. That was an embarrassment. A flat out embarrassment.
Carl, calm down.
Anyone?
Carl.
Oh, hold on. I haven't landed. A, anyone who went to that game should be refunded. B, they should then sue the NFL for deceptive advertising. And thirdly, most importantly, petitions should be made to have the marketing UK rights taken off the Jets. We do not want to see your sorry ass team over these sides of the waters for the next 5 years. Mic drop. How are we anyway?
No cup of tea. No cup of tea for the Jets for sure.
Fred, ain't nothing we can say about that, Fred.
Kick the damn field goal, bro. Kick the field goal and get the win.
He would have missed it.
Field goals are the safety. I've never seen.
Yeah, that was.
Listen, guys. I'm tired of the abuse today. I just gave my money to Chris Johnson. I am done with it. I have to head to the field soon. I'm just sad.
All right, well, here we go.
I got abuse from the UK, abuse from Kansas City and Sam. I got abuse from my family members here.
Freddie, there's a team down 95. They wear burgundy and gold, baby. Come on.
Yeah, he's got to do something for sure. All right, let's look at how he did last week. LeDuc actually stepped up in the dip anyway, 12-3. Look at the two dunces at the end, though. Of course, the two Jets fans at 8-7.
And I didn't pick the Jets. And
that's true. That's true. You did not. For the season, LeDuc's taking over the lead. He's got a 1.1 game lead over me. Justin's 3 games behind. Meg is about 5 games behind Justin. And then you see the two dunce. I just left the dunce cap on Fred. And I have to say, once again, the Thursday night game, Justin again lone wolves the Bengals and takes it for sure. None of us going with the Bengals for
Real quick,
he probably saw the stat of Mike Tomlin hasn't won a Thursday night football game when coming off a short week on the road as well.
Yeah, indeed.
Rocco, baby.
All right, Fred, we'll appreciate you dropping in. Good luck to your Jets today.
I really need it. Thanks, guys. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
All
right,
even at halftime.
Let's talk about the game that'll be following our coverage here today. The Rams and the Jags in London. Let's see the series. The Rams lead the series 5-1. Last time they played was in 2021. The Rams won 37-7. Rams are favored by 4. The over/under is 47.5. Meg, who you like in this one?
Give me the Jags on this one. I think the Jags are going to sneak it. I don't even think it's going to be a massive difference in score, but I do think the Jags are more comfortable in London, and I think they can do it.
I think it's possible for sure. Carl, what do you think?
I am also taking the Jags in this one. They're home away from home. They seem to perform better over here than what they do in their own stadium, which is quite ironic. The Rams, no Puka Nacua. That might be a bit of an issue, but since the weather is going to be, it's raining and it's a bit windy out there, it's going to be a running game. So prepare for a lot of Travis Etienne, prepare for a lot of Kyron Williams. So I see this being a close game, but nowhere near in the Travis. I hope it's not like the Travis Etienne was last week. So, but I've got the Jags nicking it just due to home field advantage of some kind.
Like it. Greg, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a hell of a game, man. Jacksonville is doing their thing this year, but they barely won that game on a fluke play against Kansas City last week. So I think the Rams get it together. I think McVay calls a good game this week. They still got, even with Puka out, they still got Devontae Adams. They still got him. And they still got Tutu Atwell. They still got some good receivers out there. So I'm going with the Rams this week. I think they're pissed off, and I think they want to get the ship righted. And I think they're going to see a lot of Kyron Williams, a lot of play action from Stafford. And I think they pull it out in a close game.
Yeah, I think it'll be close, but I just feel like the Rams may just be slightly the better overall team. I do like Meg's take, though. The Jags are comfortable playing over in London. that's definitely a good point. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go right with the better team today. Most of us agree. Justin and Meg and Carl going with the Jaguars.
I need to pick with somebody, man. My picks are terrible.
All right, let's go to the next one. The Eagles visit the Minnesota Vikings. The Eagles lead the series 16-15. Last time they played was in 2023. Philly won 34-28. They won 2 in a row. Philly's favored by 3. Over/under is 44.5. Carl, who you like?
I don't trust Carson Wentz, but I don't trust this Eagles offense either. So this is a toss of a coin for me. If this was at the Link, I think the Eagles would struggle. The only reason why I think they would struggle is because their fans will get on their case. They're away from home in front of the purple people. I've got the Eagles nicking it by a field goal, but I'm not confident with it.
All right, sounds good. Sorry about that. Greg, what do you think?
I like Philly in this one, man. I think, you know, they took a tough one last week, but I think they figure it out. They're just reminding me of Kansas City last year, man. Like Kansas City was in disarray, but they won games. And I think they're going to figure it out. I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Saquon Barkley this week, and I think they get it right. Just give Saquon the damn ball, man. Like, what? I don't understand what the issue is. The man rushed for over 2,000 yards last season, and this man hasn't had a 100-yard game this year. What the hell's going on? Give Saquon the ball. Get it right. I'm picking Philly.
I like it. Meg, who do you think?
Yeah, give me Philly on this one. I think that they have got a lot to prove. Obviously, coming off the back of losing, I just think that they need this win more than the Vikings. I don't know if the Vikings have got it in them with Carson Wentz. I'll be honest, because no matter what we say about the Philly offense, their defense is still solid. So the Vikings have not got an answer for that, in my opinion.
Yep, going with the better overall team again. I'm going to go with the Eagles as well, and pretty much everyone except our boy Justin. Let's just go ahead and give it to him for the lone wolf of the crew. He's going with those Minnesota. Oh, he's back on. So let me see. Justin,
I'm feeling more comfortable with my picks, Jason. I see you're picking who I'm picking, so I'm feeling good.
I know you feeling good. I like that. Justin, why do you think Minnesota's winning today?
Oh, I don't like what I'm seeing from the Eagles. I think it's a soft defense. I think they're kind of in chaos when it comes to A.J. Brown's situation, and they're not figuring out how to get Saquon more involved. So they can do.
I like it.
That I might be picking more against the Eagles.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's definitely something going on both offensively and defensively. It doesn't look like the championship team we saw last year, for sure. All right, let's go to the next one. The Patriots at the Tennessee Titans. Patriots lead the series 26-19-1. Last time they played was in 2024. Tennessee won 20-17 in overtime. The Patriots are favored by 6. The over/under is 44.5. I won't waste anyone's time because we all like the Patriots. I don't think anyone sees the Tennessee Titans winning this football game today. And not only all of this, you got Mike Vrabel's revenge game in here as well. So you got to love the Patriots to stomp on those Titans today. I don't think there's not much else to say about that for sure. All right, let's go the Panthers at the Jets. Panthers lead the series 5-3. Last time they played was in 2021. Carolina won 19-14. They've actually won 3 in a row in the series. The latest line had the Jets by 1.5, and the over/under is 43.5. So, Greg, who do you like in this one?
Why you gotta go to me first?
Well, it's in order. You see how it goes in order.
I went first last time. You're a jackass. You're a jackass. You're a jackass.
It's fluid.
I went with Carolina. I did. Oh. I went with Carolina. I did. Listen, you know the funny part is, I think the Jets will actually might win this game. It might be a good game because Aaron Glenn's pissed off. Justin Fields is pissed off. He said he's going to take more chances, but who you throwing the damn ball to? What chances are you throwing the ball to? Who? Josh Reynolds? Who? Lazard, who hasn't played in like 3 weeks? So we're going to see the same thing we've been saying for the past 3 weeks, past 6 weeks. They're going to be a heavy dose of running the ball. The game is going to be close, and they're going to do some dumb shit to lose the game at the end of the end of the game. So Carolina, that's it. Sorry, Fred. the 95, head down DC, burgundy and gold. Join the team. Come on.
Justin, who you liking this one? Justin is frozen.
Man,
Meg, who you like?
you did Greg super dirty with that one. Man, your ass did Greg super dirty with that one. Man, you taking a man. He had to admit that his team's gonna lose because he's not even a fan anymore. Like, you're ripping his heart out on live YouTube. That is disrespectful.
He does it all the time.
But anyways, it's not more disrespectful than having to watch the Jets play football, because that is absolutely disrespectful. Let's get a college team in here. They'll probably do better. Can we pull up Alabama at this point? Like we should have I like the UK version of how they do soccer. Like, let's do leagues. And if you can't compete, let's bring you down a touch, bud. Like, let's put you in a league where you're actually going to be interesting. I think we should bring that over here because, watching
whoever wins,
Jets play football is literally like,
I do have a slight option you could do with that. You could what's the spring league that always gets played? Is it
the UFL?
The UFL. Whoever wins the UFL, they end up replacing the team that has got the worst record. And then that team that comes up gets the first overall pick. There you go. Now build up from there.
I like it.
Carl, you're not far off. I like that idea a lot.
Too bad billions and billions of dollars are invested.
Yeah, I know. Money talks, shit walks.
Yeah.
So that's what we like.
Johnson & Johnson can make so much money on vaccines and shots and medicine, and they still can't put enough money into the Jets to make it
Who's
relevant.
your pick, Justin?
I know, like, goddamn, all right, bro. Just
Panthers.
pick already.
Panthers. You know how much you love shitting on the Jets? I thought you'd be all about it.
I know all about it. I was like, all right, goddamn, let's move on already. Real quick, since we're on you, we got a kicker question from the Smitty. He wants to know Fairbairn or Gay today.
Let's see. Gay is the kicker for the Bucks, right?
The
Commanders.
Commanders,
yeah.
Oh, the Commanders. Oh, okay. I'll go with Fairbairn. I think it's going to be a defensive struggle game.
Yeah, see, I like Gay on the because of all the points that are going to be put up in that game. So there's going to be a lot more opportunity for him, I think, in this one. But
the freaking 15-year-old me and said, "'Cause you're gay."
Oh, we're gay because I'm gay. Tube wants to say Jets may go 0-17 this year. They look real bad. Yes,
no, they are going to get a win somewhere. We just don't know when.
Yeah, no, we know when. Me and Fred are going up to New York in December when America's team goes up there. So.
What for the ultimate tank bowl? For the ultimate tank bowl.
Right, exactly. So we'll be. The main thing is we're going to see, Times Square, the New York, Christmassy, and then the game's the afterthought anyway.
Rockefeller Center.
Meg, who you liking that one?
Much as it pains me to say this, because again, divisional rivals, the Panthers are going to win this one.
I like it, Carl.
Yeah, I'm taking the
Hammer.
Panthers. Although the Jets defense did a pretty good last week, I don't trust Justin Fields. Sorry, I just don't.
I mean, and who would? And as you can see, Greg has switched his alliance for this pick and gone with the Panthers. Fred's got a homer Jets pick, so we'll give him the homer. I'm surprised LeDuc went the Jets. I wish he was here to take this one. But let's give Fred the homer for this particular matchup. Indeed, that is.
You might as well put the next week's jersey, whoever the Jets play on me next week too.
Let's talk about the next one. America's team, the Miami Dolphins, going into Cleveland. Dolphins lead the series 13-9. Last time they played was last year. Miami won 20-3. They've won 2 in a row in the series. Miami is actually favored by 1.5, and the over/under is 43.5. Justin, who you like in this one?
I'm done supporting my friends' teams. I am 100% going with the Browns in this one. The Browns are just defensively. I mean, it's cold weather. That's like another tick to their defense. And also, I don't know if you guys caught it before my phone died. I say the Dolphins shrivel up in cold weather. That's actually an understatement. They don't even show up for cold weather. Dolphins are going to lose all day long. Browns.
Great. I don't know if I want to hear anyone else. Meg, who do you think's gonna win?
You got to at least give Greg one.
Why you go first with me on this one, Jason? Huh?
You went first, now you go last. That was the next one.
I've got the Browns on this one. I just don't see the Dolphins being able to handle that defense very well. And also Quinshon Judkins. So,
Carl, what do you think?
The stoppable force versus the movable object. The weather's not pretty in Cleveland. It's very, very not Miami weather. Give me a very ugly low-scoring 14-10 win to the Browns.
All right, Greg?
You know, all the mess we talk about the Jets, all the disarray that's going on in Miami. Tua can't get players to come to his meetings. They don't respect him. They don't respect Mike McDaniels. They come in late to practices. They're busy on South Beach getting lemon pepper wings instead of coming to practice plays. They don't care in Miami. They don't. The season is already over. They're playing for next week. They're playing for next year, I'm saying. Sorry, they're preparing for the next contract. It's done. You think the Jets are bad? Miami is bad, bro, because they don't like each other. They don't want to play with each other. So there's a song that used to play in Miami by this classical group, the 2 Live Crew. Doo-doo Brand. Doo-doo Brand. The Browns.
Anyway, who cares what these people think? Well, except from now, I'm not ahead in picks, so whatever. But here it is, of course, America's team gonna win it today. No, but honestly, if they weren't my team, I mean, looking at it, it's cold, rainy. I mean, this sets up for a team that has good defense and a good run game, which would be the Browns. So in reality, probably yes, they will win. By the way, just real quick, with that pick, we do have a new sponsor I didn't tell you guys about. A real quick commercial from them.
Using Sad Dolphins Fan, the toy that just can't stop crying when the team can't stop losing.
Maybe next year.
Squeeze the button for over 30 heartbreaking sounds.
I'm gonna go cry in the bathroom.
Sad Dolphins Fan, available now.
So, yeah. It's always now. Anyway, I saw that last night. I was like, oh my god, I gotta throw that out there. It's hilarious.
Stick my order down right now.
Yeah.
I'm ordering 3.
Send me one over.
Let's go with the Vegas Raiders at the Chiefs. Kansas City leads the series 75 to 55 to 2. KC swept them last year 19 to 17 and 27 to 20. They won 2 in a row. KC's favored by 9.5. Over under is 45.5. This will be one I don't waste anyone's time on. Unless, Carl, you got anything to interject in here, we're hammering this one down. It's all Chiefs for us here. Okay, yeah, Carl.
Casey win this game. This is a belt to ass game.
Yeah, indeed. I hear it.
Rasheed Rice is back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, this is Chiefs on fire right now. That's for sure. Saints are at the Bears. Saints lead the series 19 to 15. Last time they played was in 2023. Saints won 24 to 17. They won 8 in a row in the series. Today, the Bears favored by 7.5. The over/under is 44.5. Interesting game here. However, I'll just let you know we all went the same way. Meg, what do you like?
Yeah, give me the Bears all day, every day. Get those ain'ts and kick them in the ass.
I mean, I still think it'll be a decent game, but we'll put the hammer down. Carl, do you have Saints in this one?
I know I do have the Bears, but it's very reluctant to choose the Bears because I just think Caleb Williams is just mid.
Yeah,
I think he's mid. He's not as good as Drake May. He's not as good as Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I agree.
Is he better than Bo Nix? He might be on par. But
Michael Penix for the win.
Tubes likes he likes the Saints today. The city is going to be lit. KCMO for Sam for the KC game for sure. All right, yeah, like I said, I mean we all put the hammer down, but Saints have been oddly good.
They've been competitive.
Yeah, competitive. That's the better word there. So we'll see. All right, let's go to the next one. Colts at the Chargers. Chargers lead the series 27 to 8. Last time they played was in 24. Indianapolis won 27 to 24. They won 2 in a row in the series. Chargers are favored by 6, and the over-under is 45.5. Carl, who you like in this one?
The consensus pick would end up probably being the Colts. But Joe Alt is doubtful to play, so I don't really know what to think. I think if the Colts play Justin Herbert, where Herbert played in the first half last week, I think they win easy. If they play him like they played in the second half, I think this is going to be a closer game. Lightning's going to strike twice in the same stadium, so give me the Chargers.
Juice, who you like?
The Chargers.
Chargers.
I think the defense for the Chargers are going to step up. They have a good defense, man. I think they're going to step up. I think Harbaugh is going to stick to his recipe. Run the ball. Vidal was very, very successful last week. Run the ball, play action. Quentin Johnson in the red zone. You got Keenan Allen in the slot. I think they're going to give the coach problems, and I like the Chargers.
Justin, who you like?
San Diego Superchargers.
Chargers. All right, Meg, who do you like?
Saddle up. Give me the Colts.
I like it. I actually am going with the Colts as well. And I've been picking against them, but every time it seems to be wrong. But I just think as far as I do agree with you, Greg, I could see where the Chargers can definitely attack this Colts defense, but I can also see where this Colts offense can attack this Chargers D by running the football with Jonathan Taylor, quite frankly. So I just feel like that may control the game, if you will. And I do like the way Daniel Jones has been playing as well. So I'm going to go the Colts in this particular matchup.
It's going to be a good game.
It definitely is going to be a good game. Tubes likes the Colts as well. All right, let's get to the next one. And we got the Giants at the Broncos. The series actually is tied 7-7. Last time they played was in 21. Denver won 27-13. They won 3 out of the last 4. Denver's favored by 7.5. The over-under is 42.5. I thought I would just say we're going to lay the hammer down on this, but we got one person, a lone wolf. Meg, talk about it. Why you like the Giants?
I love Cam Scatterbo and that Jackson Dart connection. I think that they are so much to prove to their fans after the last few seasons. And finally, we are starting to see some real hope and real promise in some of the plays that they're making. I don't have enough confidence in the Broncos. I think they're so inconsistent. And I've just got a feeling.
I mean, they're one of the hotter teams right now. She is lone wolfing it today. I got to scroll on those Giants today. On Friday night, by the way, we had a special guest because nobody could freaking come on Friday. And he called the duo from the Giants the Creatine Caucasians, is what he
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I've just referred to Cam Scatterbo as Stone Cold Steve Austin in The Longest Yard. That's how a white man runs a football.
I love it. Yeah, the Creatine Caucasians, boy, that just made it for me. I love it. All right, let's go to the next one. Packers at the Cardinals. Packers lead the series 47-26-4. Last time they played was last year. Green Bay won 34-13. They won 2 in a row. Green Bay favored by 7. The over-under is 47.5. No Kyler Murray today, if I could speak. So let's put the hammer down on that one. Everyone likes the Packers. Carl, do you like the Cardinals perchance?
I've got the Packers winning, but is it me or have they been looking really sluggish since the last 2 weeks?
Yes.
I haven't looked particularly
Their
great.
defense is not as good as everybody thinks.
No,
Right.
and Brisket last week actually gave the Colts a bit of a fright. It wouldn't surprise me if this was upset alert, but I'm going to go with the Packers just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett played pretty decently in that game. So, but
he targeted my tight end as well. He targeted my tight end as well many times. So
and why not?
You love it.
Yeah, so again, this could be a close game, but yeah, we all like the Packers. We do think the Packers D is a little bit overrated, at least that's the way they've been playing lately anyway. All right, let's get to an old rivalry, the Commanders at the Cowboys. Cowboys lead the series 79-49-2. They split last year. Commanders won 23-19. The Cowboys won 34-26. Dallas won 3 out of the last 4. Washington favored by 2.5. Over under is 48.5. Let's go, Carl. Who you like in this one?
I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one. I think Washington just got too many injuries on the offensive side of the ball to score the points. But for some reason, the Cowboys' defense without the D is atrocious. So it wouldn't surprise me if Jaden Daniels took off and had a game on it as well. This could be something similar to the Sunday night game where the Packers played the Cowboys. It could be like 40-40 or something along those lines. I'd take the over on the point spread. Let's put it that way. But Dallas played different at home, so give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a pretty decently close game, but a good fantasy matchup nonetheless. Greg, who do you like in this one?
All I'm gonna say is look out for Luke McCaffrey, baby. Luke McCaffrey with no Debo, with no Scary Terry, and my boy Bill in the backfield. Luke McCaffrey is going to have a huge game because there's no Diggs on the other side. Who's going to play? Who's going to cover him? Dallas defense is trash. It's atrocious. At least Washington has a decent defense. All they got to do is play some cover up CD, cover up Pickens. They're going to be okay. I'm picking DC. I think they're going to pull it out. Like I said, like Carl said, pick the over. This is going to be scoring bonanza, but I think DC has more plays on defense than than Dallas. DC's going to win. Jaden Daniels to Luke McCaffrey.
I like it. All right, let's go. I just got an alert. It looks like the Rockets are signing Kevin Durant.
The Rockets are
signing yeah, it just popped up on the ESPN thing. Justin, what do you like in this one? That's what it just said. I think my eyes are deceiving me. Justin, who you like in this
extension? He got an extension.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think he's already been there, but sounds like the Rockets are going downhill fast. Kevin Durant's a cancer. Anyways,
Jason.
I don't know.
I like the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. I think it's offense. I mean, at this point, it's just going to be offense. And I like CD Lamb and George Pickens way more than I like Luke McCaffrey on the other side.
Whatever.
Meg, what do you think?
Give me Washington.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm going to go Dallas as well in this one. The Debo thing changed my mind because I was on Washington until the Debo went out. It's just too much. I mean, again, they do have freaking Pickens, CD Lamb's back. I mean, I just think this offense, their defense is definitely trash, but don't get me twisted on that. Right. But I think the Cowboys offense just might end up outscoring the Washington offense today. That's just pretty much it on that one. All right, let's go Falcons at 49ers. 49ers lead the series 48-33-1. Last time they played was in 2022. Atlanta won 28-14. 49ers favored by 6.5. Over under is 47.5. Justin, who you like in this one?
I'm gonna sit this one out.
All right, so I'm gonna give you one quick synopsis of this. The Falcons don't scare me healthy. So why the fuck would they scare me now if we're not healthy? Like, you know what? We're not healthy, but guess what? We got dogs. We got culture in that building, which I don't think the Falcons, no offense, Meg, Raheem Mostert hasn't been there long enough to have culture. He hasn't been there long enough to get the defense, the backups going, fuck yeah, let's go run through a wall for this guy like Robert Saleh can. So you know what? I'm going to go Mac Jones. He's getting Juwan Jennings back today. All right, he's getting Juwan Jennings back. And then hopefully Christian McCaffrey pulls it off. So, and George Kittle's coming back. George Kittle, low-key, might get 2 touchdowns. And guess what? When you guys are going like, oh, my record sucks after this week, you're going to remember it's because you didn't pick the fucking 49ers, and I lone wolfed it. Didn't I? I lone wolfed it.
No, you did not. But, Meg, who you like?
Clearly, Justin's Delulu Sue today because have you seen Bijan and Drake London have you seen the team that we have been putting out the last couple of weeks? Because
what?
We have a
1 week.
We beat the Bills on Monday. The 49ers ain't nothing. They ain't shit on us. Like, no offense, but you're out in the streets finding players to replace your injuries right now. Yes, our defense is maybe a little bit bashed up, but we have still got James Pierce Jr., who's going to run through that offense. Watch what happens. Watch what happens with Drake London this week.
Meg, a little
I think the Panthers just scored another touchdown.
Oh,
Carl, who you like in this one?
You live quite close.
You live in Scotland. I live in the South. We're not close at all. Don't go.
We don't live in Scotland.
49ers got Mac Jones under center. That's enough for me. Give me the Falcons.
Carl busted out laughing.
Greg, who you like?
Listen, Justin, just like you said, you stop supporting your friends. I'm not supporting you this week, bro. The Falcons. Have you seen their defense? That defense is swarming, man. Bijan Robinson is playing. He's probably behind Jonathan Taylor, the best back in football.
Correct.
Drake London, all I'm going to say is no Fred Warner, no Bosa. I don't care how much yelling and screaming Robert Sala's going to do on that sideline. He ain't putting on the pads, bro. He ain't tackling. He ain't going out there to stop Bijan Robinson. I like Atlanta. Sorry, Jason.
Wouldn't that be something if you put on 54 and you just see Robert Saleh out there? It's like, Fred Warner's out there again. What? Just Robert Saleh hitting people.
Even though you did a homer pick, you got some friends who are supporting you. We got LeDuc, me, and Fred all going with the Niners. Happens to be one of those.
So Greg, you can lose my number. I got friends.
I feel like, if this was in Atlanta, I probably would have went with the Falcons. But I just feel like in San Francisco, outside, Falcons always seem to play a little different outside. And we're playing in San Francisco. I just feel like that just a little bit of an edge goes to the 49ers in this one. A little bit more experienced, I guess, if you will. So that's
a Sunday night game.
I'm glad you like being wrong.
The birds are going to fly.
All right, let's go to the double Monday night games. Two decent ones. That's why I hate these double Monday night games. But we got the Bucks at the Lions. Lions lead the series 33-30. Last time they played was last year. Bucks won 20-16. The Lions are favored by 3.5, and the over/under is 49.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
This one was a tough one for me, man. But with all the injuries with the Tampa and the uncertainty at wide receiver, I had to go with Detroit, man, because I don't know how Tampa's going to keep up with Detroit with Jamar Gibbs and Amon-Ra and Montgomery and all the offense is clicking, and I don't know how Baker's going to keep up with them because if Mike Evans blows another tire on that hammy, he's not 100%. Godwin's not playing. You really going to rely on Sterling Shepard? Really? So I'm going with Detroit.
All right. You know what? I just asked your opinion, and I think you laid it out best because we are hammering that one down. Because of the injuries, this is good. This will hopefully be a good game and a fantasy bonanza, but I just wish the Bucks were at full strength. So we can at least be, maybe we'd have a little more Bucks picks in here. But Carl, do you think the Bucks might pull this off?
I have got the Bucks winning this. I know Egbuka, it's a game time decision. I think Godwin's going to be out for this game. Evans is back. But Baker Mayfield, he's been slinging it to Sterling Shepard. He's been slinging it to Tez Johnson, been slinging it to Cade Otton. He's still finding his men out there. So as long as Baker Mayfield's still on the field, the Lions are in for a tough match. So, and the Bucks are just on fire right now. They look like they're not the most complete team. Their defense still worries me, but their offense right now is just something exciting to watch. So, yeah, Buccaneers to win this.
Let's give it to Carl.
Okay, Carl.
Lone Wolves this week. All right, let's finish it up with the other Monday night game. Houston at Seattle. Seahawks lead the series 4-1. Last time they played was in 2021. Seahawks won 33-13. They've won 3 in a row in the series. Seahawks are favored by 1.5. The over/under is 44.5. Let's go to Justin. Who do you like in this one?
Texans. It's been kind of a joke how bad the Seahawks have been at home.
All right. Well, what do you think, Meg?
This is going to be a close game, and I don't think it's one that certainly at 3 o'clock in the morning I will not be staying up to watch because it sounds like hell on earth. But give me the Seahawks on this one.
Yeah. What do you think, Carl?
Yeah, Justin makes a good point of Seattle's home record is not as good as what they are on the road. They're undefeated on the road. But Houston in the last 2 games have been a couple of tomato cans, and they've had their bye week. So I don't really know how much I can gauge in this one. So I'm going to give Seattle the edge here.
Greg?
I like Seattle, barely. But I just think I like the talent more so on Seattle. You got JSN, you got Walker, you got Charbonnet, and Mike McDonald got that defense playing a little bit better than Houston's defense. So I'm gonna go with Seattle.
Seahawks get a little more healthy in the secondary as well. So I'm gonna go Seahawks. You can't really count on CJ Stroud, quite frankly. He's been very helter-skelter for sure. So let's call it up again for Justin.
Salty.
Our lone wolf. Yeah, a lot of lone wolves this week, Justin, but one's already paid off on Thursday night, so who the hell knows? Tube said JSN will be making moves. I'll be getting up at 3 to watch, he says. Our home record is horrible. He agrees with you on that.
I was just going to say, this is the same guy who said the Falcons are going to demolish the 49ers. That makes so much sense now. You're a Hawks fan. You've been delusional since 2013 when you won your only fucking championship. Marshawn Lynch is gone.
All right, so here we go. It is Sunday morning, so you've probably missed church if you're hanging out with us, but we got the best thing for you. We got the man himself, Fantasy Jesus, in the house. He's going to bless your fantasy rosters. Let's check it out.
Put your hands together and pray. It's time for Fantasy Jesus.
I'm here to save your fantasy rosters.
Welcome in, TSS families. And today it is week 7. This morning we get you kicked out with 5 DFS picks from your Fantasy Jesus. Today it is week 7. This morning we get you kicked off with 5 DFS picks from your Fantasy Jesus. That's right. Let's get it started with the Jaden Daniels effect against the Dallas Cowboys. So we thought losing Michael Parsons would actually be detrimental. We didn't realize that it would mean every quarterback would have all the time in the world to throw and have at least 20 to 30 points every single game. So I'm looking for Jaden. Everybody in the stands can be shaking and shivering, and that's when you put in somebody like Quinshon Judkins, especially against a very soft Dolphins defense. Sorry, Commissioner, and let him run.
Muted. You muted.
Sorry, I had to mute everybody while I was playing. I don't know what was going on with Jesus this morning, but do us, if you want to check out Fantasy Jesus, instead of sitting here making you watch the crazy version, just go into our YouTube shorts this morning. I'll go ahead and throw that up there right away so you can check out Fantasy Jesus blessing your lineups. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you. Good luck this week, of course. It is going to be a really big week 7. For sure. Carl, before you head out, let everyone know where they can follow and get your stuff, my friend.
Yeah, you can find us on our YouTube channel, Patriots Touchback. Obviously, you can listen to us on Spotify and Apple as well. And you'll find us on X and Instagram as well. We've just recently had our preview show for the Tennessee Titans. We unfortunately was unable to get a guest on for Tennessee Titans because, well, no one wants to come out of their hiding, so it is what it is. But no, we had a good one at that, and we're starting to slowly grow a bit more, which is good.
Always good, my friend. Go check out Carl and all their great stuff as well. All right. Well, again, good luck to you this week. We'll see you next Friday, and we'll break down all of Week 8 action. I think next week, let me look at the calendar here. Yeah, no, the following week's all right, so we'll be doing the Halloween special on Friday and actual Halloween. So just make sure you check out. We got to have our fun segment of Who Got Ghosted this year with some of our favorite fantasy players for sure. All right. Well, again, join us next Friday. And then, of course, again, next Sunday where we get things hopefully working right for sure. We appreciate you for joining us today. Again, good luck. And we are out.